Hello, hello. Let's see if we're live now. And hopefully we are live, but we're still not showing live. Yeah, there we are. We're live now. Check the audio. Yeah, there we are. We're live now. Check the audio. Yep. All right. All right. So we've been having some connection issues with. All right. Well, hello everyone. It's Racer here, Dougie, and I am commentating today on the DTR and ROBIO.AI presents eDTM Season 5, Race 5 at Otopolis. And this is the Pro Lobby. So again, we have been having a little bit of a connection issue here lately with the streams not initializing and starting. So we need to sit there rambling on for a few minutes, trying to get everything squared away. But now we are where we need to be. And hey, Tyson, how you doing? It's a shame you can't re-racing. Yeah, we are going to be going into qualifying in about 10 minutes. So again, the eDTM this season is a team event based in car teams of 3, and yeah, so yeah, currently the Honda team is top of the pile. Let's go through to see what the results are currently for the pro division. So again, teams are 3 cars apiece, and we have Team NSX, the Honda team, leading by 448 points, and then Team Ford, and they are in second with 292, and then Team BMW in third with 271, and then Team Toyota followed by Team Citroen. So pretty close battling there at the second and third places are kind of close. So it really comes down to how many guys show up and race and they get reserve drivers for. But the NSX team is getting good results, it seems like. So, and then as far as driver championship, Geely and Taewoo and the Hondas, that's why they're at the top, and followed by Deck. And I think we've maybe had some Joya and I think that's Jari and Serious Sam, Funniest Cowboy. It goes on and on. But there should be a link in the channel for the Discord if you want to join the Discord, and you can get involved in some of the races. We have several different divisions. I think we've got Pro-Am and Pro right now. We're always willing to open up, amateur and beginner classes. So, and again, like I say, we're going to be kicking everything off here. Qualifying in about 8 minutes, right at 1800, or 2000, 8 o'clock, or 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock East Coast time, 8 o'clock in UK time. So again, we're still just in practice. There's some of the things don't really work. There's not really tire wear, and then the rain is not very. It shouldn't be very bad, and we can go aboard with the West. The Citroen. It doesn't really look good at the nighttime in the cockpit view, so you can't really see very well. Probably be using broadcast. There's Neil, Austin, there's Sam, Nick, M3 guy. Nick does so many different kinds of sim racing. Does a lot of does some iRacing. He does a lot of ACT. He was on Rory Alexander's ACC stream yesterday, I believe. They had they have 2 hours at Spa and GT3s. So there's Goldman just hanging out. Yeah, it's really doesn't really show very well with the darkness. Well, I thought I'd set out the brightness to be less bright, be more bright, so you can see a little better in some of the liveries and different things. So maybe we can take a look at not that replay options. Exit here and see if we can see display settings, exposure maybe. Yeah, turn up the exposure a little bit maybe. Maybe that'll help. Yeah, a little bit. Still. Yeah. But in the BMWs, it's still Mustang, and Citroen. Goldman's still sitting there in the 86. So we need to. Having some kind of connections issues with the PlayStation. It's not letting me do certain when I post comments, it doesn't get a lot of error messages. Yeah, I think the wet weather is going to definitely throw a bit of a curveball here. It's going to start off dry and then it's going to switch to wet. So. We gotta go. Just gotta display all so everybody can see everything. So it's Wes right now at the top of the charts for quali or practice, I should say. Sorry, my error. Yeah, I think he's trying to go on. Yeah, he's on intermediate tires. Oh, yeah, the track's pretty wet too, despite. 2/3 of the wetness gauge is full, which means it's close to saturated. So Nick's on the full wets. So it's like to go. Everybody's on the wet tires right now. Oh no. Rav. So on the soft tires, yes, yeah, that's a big gamble there. I guess just seeing if you can, excuse me, it's just seeing I guess if you can get some kind of traction. So, Topless is a really cool track. I mean, it does not get a lot of love, and it did get a lot of overuse over the years. So try to keep everybody so they know what's going on with the stuff. So yeah, host menu. Yep. Make sure I do everything. It's been a while since I hosted, so I'm not. Yeah, it's not unfamiliar to me, but it's definitely not been a practice recently. So again, we have the NSX. These are all Group 4 cars. The NSX and the BMW and the Ford and the Citroen and the Toyota 86. So yeah. Yeah, so and the event settings are, yeah, we got 40-minute race, custom weather, 10 minutes of qualifying. So, yeah. I hope everybody is ready for qualifying, because it's going to be a messy one. Doot doot doot. And here we go. Quali has begun. Hope everybody's in. 16 to 16, so we got a full lobby, 15 cars, 1 commentator / host. So actually seems like we might actually have no, it's like 15 cars. So here we go. Quali is in a completely different environment, so hopefully everybody has changed. They were given fair warning to change tires before they start. We can still change them now. I'm going to save any amount of time, so let's go spectate. Who is on track? Oh gosh, we got to change that. That is way too bright. We might have to live with it. Settings. Exposure. Let's go back. Alright. Nobody should be on flying yet. Lap yet anyway. So who's furthest on the track? You see replay options, display all. So should have Goldman should be first. Yep, he's going down into the chute to the double right. Yep, so Goldman's the first to put in a flying lap, I believe. And I don't believe this is going to be it. Quali's only 10 minutes. No rain. Goldman's a big fan. Jeff Gordon, always driving with the rainbow colors when he can. As you can see by his helmet. And his first out lap was a 152, which, let's see, yep, a little bit faster. Let's go on board. Go on board with Goldman. Going into turn 2. Looking for the pathway on the left. Braking just after it. Be real neutral with your throttle through here. Braking just as the curb ends on the right. Gotta be careful with that. Oversteer. Patience in this turn. Patience, patience. Wait for the flagging station and you can start accelerating. Climbing the hill here. You're looking for the flagging station of it just around the 75 minute. Yeah, right there, 75 yards. Patience, patience. Climb over that apex. Going down into, I call the chute. Double right. Bringing right around to 50 here. Patience. Trying to get a lot of that curb. Run it out. Yeah, it's a lot of this with this track is just being tricky with the off camber. Easy with your throttle inputs. And with qualifying being kind of short, you know, you gotta get your space when you can so you can get good clean laps, because you don't get a lot of them. But when you can, let's see where Goldman gets 154. Lato comes down with a 52.2. 51 by Yelly. Looks like he's trying to give him some room. So a bunch of racing team Finlanders are really stacked in here. on board with pole sitter, coming in, exiting turn 2. There's Deck with a 51.9. So right there, just, excuse me. Welcome everybody, welcome to the eDTM, presented by DTR and ROBIO.AI. Race 5 of Season 5, it's the Pro Lobby. A little bit of a twist on what we've normally been doing in the eDTM. I got team race based in cars, manufacturers that is, and then you have your drivers championship. Gilly, he's in the Honda NSX, which is the leading manufacturer right now. Looks like we must have some rain coming, so that's definitely going to, you want to put in some flying laps. We're going to jump into the pits. We'll find out if we're going to get into the pits. It's like just barely a little bit of moisture on the track, just barely showing up on the far lower the delta at the bottom. The HUD, far left is so Taewoo takes the lead. So yeah, they get a little bit more rain. This rain's coming to come fast, and unfortunately we cannot show the radar. Deck crosses the line, still forward, just a little under 5/10 behind in the Mustang. I think a Mustang might really struggle with this rain, more so than the mid-engine cars like the Citroen and the NSX. The rest of the cars are rear drive, front engines. Mustang, the M4, and the 86. He's really having to feather the throttle a lot. And I used to own a Mustang, and they are still very notorious for having a lot of weight up front and very little weight in the back. So, yeah. Oh no. Cowboy getting a little wide there. He's also, it's really hard. You have to have some sportsmanship here and give people the room to qualify. And they're entitled to a lap just as much as you are, and not to have it ruined. So you got to be very patient and you give yourself room so you can have a nice clean lap. There's some first of the BMWs. Yeah, so now the pace is going to start dropping off. I mean, really, your laps are going to be as good as they get. Most pace just got to put in a better lap. That looks like the rain has stopped. The track's drying out. Oh. Yeah, front straight's dry. So we still have Taewoo. Taewoo and NSX. Yep. Tiny little bit of rain, just throw a little bit of a curveball here. We don't have a lot of time left, about 1 minute and 45 seconds. So you want to try to cross the line with a little, even 1 second left, and that way you can get an extra lap in. But there is no tire wear, no fuel wear, so it's all in what you can put down. So Team Honda here with the top 2 spots. By Team Mustang and Team Toyota, Team 86. And there's our first of our BMWs. Whoopa. And our first of our Citroen GTs. Wes. And arrived in a 86. I believe he's replacing Tyson. Oh, and he's off. He needs to get out of the way for his teammate. Beatty. M4. We were in the M4 yesterday. Last night we were driving the M4 GT4 in ACC. So, Os. It's like, yeah, Nick's probably got as good as he's going to get. Neil, one of our replacement drivers, filling in. One of Racing Team Finlanders in the Team NSX. Yari, Team Mustang. And Scorpion. So one of our, I thought he was in AM4. And Goldman hanging out. I think they could probably get much done in the, much more. And yeah, they're starting to get dark quickly. Hey Flash, how you doing, man? Thanks for dropping that like. Again, my name is Doug, Racer 14 GLR. I am the commentator and longtime member of the eDTM. My days racing it, and kind of stepped away from the racing on GT7, but still like to do some commentary. Most of my driving is done on another title, so feel free to go check out Racer 14 Space GLR for my content. But we're here for DTR and eDTM. So. And give me a thumbs up if the audio is good, if I'm coming through clear, between my taking sips on my Sam Adams. There we go. Taewoo with pole position. Followed by Jaylee. And then Deck. Funniest cowboy. He has not taken the front checker flag yet. Can he get any better time? He is the next one to cross the start-finish line. And he does not improve. Opa's already finished. Wes is in the pits. Goes Ravi. Up. Looks like we're that was it. That was our cut. That was our run over. So I guess I have to start the race. I thought it was automatic. That was weird. So, okay, let's go look at our results. So we have Taewoo, Jaylee, Deck, Funniest Cowboy, Opa, Wes, then Ravi, Sirius Sam, two are South Africans, and then we followed by Betty in the M4, followed by Neil, one of our replacement cadre of replacement drivers. Neil's always doing a great job of filling in for people in different classes. They always represents them well. Then Ost, Jari, Nick, and then Magura, Scorpion, and then Goldman. So yeah, so that's that. So we are probably give everybody kick off in a few minutes. Hey Wes. Hey Nick. Yeah, we're I need a tablet to see the comments. So, all right. Waiting for Deck. What's Deck doing? Oh, somebody was waiting for him. Everybody's in. Hopefully, everybody is entered. So. You have to set that. What the hell? I have to set the grid. How? Where's deck? I have to set the grid? How is that? Oh. Where was deck? Deck was third. Oh, great. Great. It's... But he's there. I think deck is in here. It's got him qualified. Great. Now I have to write it all down. Deck left and rejoined, so he will be set at the pack. Yeah, I mean, that's... I mean, unfortunately, that's kind of the way it is. I mean, I have to set everything. This is why I don't like hosting. It still has him. It still shows deck third. You can't join. Ugh. You can't. He's joined. It's irritating. Alright, hold on. That means I have to write down qualifying order. I have to find something to write down with. Now, Monkey's getting irritated. Monkey has to find something to write it down. And then he has to write down. I didn't know I was going to be doing dictation. It's T, and then Geely, and Deck, and then Funniest, and Opa, and then Wes, then Rav, then Sam, and Bet. Seal, and Ost, Yari, Ick, and Scorpion, and Golden. To practice race. I think it's this is really, it's, see, this is what makes this, should have auto start. Why did he leave? See, now I have to set all of this. I have to set this. Grid order, fastest first. See, I got to go in here and set all of this. Oh man, this is really terrible. See ya. It's just really he's just gonna have to go with what he's got. Is he in here? If he's in here, he's just gonna be at the back. See, this is ridiculous. Now, god dang it, man. Remove quality and change set by host. Yeah, so. Where's it set by host? I know it has it there somewhere. Oh, come on. Oh, man. This is ridiculous. This is why I don't like hosting. And this is why why did he leave? Why did he leave? Oh. I don't want it. Who's not here? Who's not here? Who hasn't joined? I want to end the qualifying. That's what I would like to do. Yeah, I can't do anything now. Yeah, I can do practice and race. But then I have to put in all the other settings again. I gotta do all the other settings. If you guys are listening, just get in the frickin' lobby. This is everybody needs to get in the lobby. Why are people coming? Why are they getting in and getting back out? I have other things to do, man. Really, this is really like think about that. This is really making me upset. Why? All because one person left, the whole race is screwed, you know? And now, change event settings. So if I go in here and just make it practice race, it changes everything. I have to put everything back in. I have to change all these other settings that everybody practiced for because deck backed out. It's still, I gotta put everything in though. I have to put all of the things back in. All the custom weather. Okay. Set by host. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. All right. Where's the Okay. See, now, why isn't everybody in? Who's not in now? See, this is why. Everybody better be in here. Who's not in now? Who's not in? Cool. Cool. Awesome. So I have to set the grid. I don't think I can set the grid until everybody's in. Yeah, well, it's preparing, but not everybody's in. You have to enter. You have to have your car loaded. So, Nick and Opa, you need to load your cars. He's Cowboy. He's Cowboy. Then it's Opa. See, not everybody's in. Everybody's got to join. Opa, you need to enter. Green check. Alright, should be everybody now. Table. And if anybody else doesn't, jelly. And then Deck, and then Funniest Cowboy, then Opa, then Wes. Opa, Wes. Rat. There should be, yep, underneath the Robu. Then Sam. Grab Sam. Then Bet. Then Seal. Then Ost. Then Yari. Then Nick. Champion and Goldman. Why? Alrighty. Hopefully it's right. So. Yeah, yeah. I don't deal with the pressure sometimes, but yeah. Okay. All right. Hope everybody's ready, because this is what's going to happen. I have to wait. I have to wait till it starts. I can hit spectate, but I can't. I guess I can. There we go, and we're off. Let's see how it goes. Turn one is okay coming in Autopolis. It's not dramatic. It's not Monza, but oh no. A little bit contact between teammates, and we've got a mess going on. Oh my gosh. Oh wow. Back up to the front here. It's like Opa kind of made out with that one. Okay, now we're gonna go there to get the replay options. Display all. I wish we could replay the start. It was a little bit chaotic there. So. Gonna back out at certain points, see when the weather's coming in. You should be able to look at the weather radar, see how it's going to go. Welcome everybody. We had a rough patch there to reset everything for the grid. Don't ever hit the exit button when you're in a lobby. So Opa's got a nice. He kind of benefited from a little bit of a contact. So we got an Opa, Jilly, and Sam in a Citroen, Rav in the 86, Wes in the Citroen. Oh, Betts. I'm sorry, and then we got Wes. We're very, very close in the kind of there. And then Nick. And then we're gonna have some guys climbing themselves back up to the front, Ost. And then Neil, some of the guys that were in the back and kind of checked up, kind of got some self-separated from the lead pack. So we've got a little bit of scattered at the mid pack. It's going to be kind of crazy. Yeah. But then Yari, yeah, Taewoo and Cowboy and Deck all got Deck's in the pits. Deck's going in the pits. He was all wet tires. Yeah, that's a problem. So I got again Opa up the front in the M4, followed by Team Honda. Jelly's going to have to. This is the only opportunity people are going to be able to have to capitalize on Team Honda being towards the back. I mean, Team Mustang's the one that needs the most benefit, but it's a lot of points to try to collect. Around 100 points difference between first in team and second. You can already see a lot of the tire wear. We're only on lap 2. You can already see a fair amount of red on Opa's tires. He's got jelly all over his rear end. Again, two racing team Finlander. They race with each other quite a bit, but generally in the same car. He's going for the outside move. He does have the overspeed, and he makes a nice pass. Nice pass for the lead. He used the draft, used the speed, and then put himself in position. Nicely done. Sam is right there hanging in, trying to keep himself clean. So we got a little bit of a separation to 4th place. Rav in the 86, followed by Betty, and then Wes. A little bit of a little bunch of 3 here, and then a decent gap back to Nick. He's got a tiny gap to Austin, and the first Team Honda. And then so got a little bit of a move here. Wish we could pan out. Taewoo's trying to climb himself back. Just a bunch of racing team Finlanders going at it. Up, Taewoo gets himself an inside move. Nicely done. Going over the tight hairpin in the middle of the track. And so then we got it's for battle for 9th, 10th place. Yeah. And Scorpion and Yari's trying to climb himself back up from. Actually, Yari didn't qualify that. He's about where he started. So Goldman and Sam's and Deck's really got to dig himself out of a hole, and the rain's still to come. The rain is just starting to come, and we've already gone to it's already getting dark. So Deck's going to have to make another pit stop. So it might have actually been better for him to stay on the wets. Might have worked out, but I don't think the rain's going to be here for very long. So Jelly's trying to climb out. He kind of made out because he was P2 in qualifying, so it's. Yeah, the tire wear is pretty high. It's like not very, and then you also have fuel. So last broadcast I messed up and I completely missed the start of the race. Oh, Jelly a little bit wide there. Again, it's getting wet. You don't want to get on these curbs. You don't want to get on the grass. Grass is always slippery, but the curbs in the wet, never a good mix. Hear them tires squeal even on race tires. Go back to Opa. Go on board with him. He's got Sam right on his rear end. Up, trying to sniff for an inside move. See if this Citroen's got any speed. Doesn't seem like he's getting any kind of. It's just barely climbing into the draft a little bit here. Yeah. Very appealing attempt to just throw it in there on the inside. grabbing the 86. Betty and Betolginus. It's probably got another name that I don't know. So again, sorry for butcherizing your name. Oh no! Don't get on the grass. Oh wow, no. So it looks like the rain has come and gone. So no worry about the going on the rain tires. Hey Tom, evening. Thank you for joining us. You guys have a race against DTR today or yesterday? A couple last week maybe. Oh, West trying to make the outside move. Oh, little contact. Oh, team Citroen. You guys gotta play better together. Oh. West is really trying to get himself a position. Teammate trying to capitalize if he can get himself nosed in there, but M4 is quick. To see the tire wears. We're 6 laps in. Just about a quarter of the way of this race done. It is not. Nice little battle here. Oh, little contact. It's really hard to not get contact in this game. It's just kind of like it's just baked into the cake. And here we are, the battle for 7th. Nice little cluster of 4 cars. Taewoo inside on Ost. Yeah, Mustang. Yeah, NSX versus Mustang. 2 NSXs. Neil's right there too. Again, my apologies for the little bit of panic or frustration with starting the race. Again, I'm a bit out of practice with the Gran Turismo 7 lobby setting in order to get straight. Thanks to the chat for getting me sorted out. Let's go back up to the front. I wish there's an easier way to jump to him. Yep. Geely really just the 6-second lead. He's going to be considering the pits probably in another 2 or 3 laps. Got about almost a quarter tank of gas left, but his tires is a little ragged on the front. So I don't know what the situation or the settings are for this track. If it has high tire wear, as a norm. I think some of the tracks are higher wear than others. It looks like we're starting to get a little bit of rain. You can see rain in the reflection. It's Sam with the fastest lap, 51.8. So, and then Nick got himself up to 2nd. Some guys pitting, that's why. Already had guys pitting into the wets. This must be where the heavier rain is coming in. Try to stretch these soft tires out if you can. Yeah. So yeah, Nick's probably thinking, I might need to get into the pits real quick. I was like, no, the rain is going to be pretty heavy. So let's see if we can exit out and check the weather. Yeah. Let's see if we can. Yeah. It doesn't really show us anything, so let's go back to spectate. A little bit of rain, but it's not really accurate. So no. Display all. Alright, so here we are back. So Geely's still with a 22-second lead. He's still on racing soft tires. looks like his lap times are still right. They're a little bit slower. That could be slower because of tire wear. But he is possibly coming into the pits. Let's see if he makes it into the pits. Yeah, looks like he's hugging it tight to the left side, and he's into the pits. See, Nick also, he's into the pits. Oh no, come on Nick. Yeah, he's gambling a little bit, try to get himself, try to get back on. He's got quite a few seconds too. He's got a good, decent gap, but it's usually up here's third place. Opa's already on intermediate, so he's going to take that position and gain more positions. Nick's got to come in and get tires. And so yeah, the rain is really heavy. It's already 2/3 of the scale, so it's getting to saturation. Highest saturation is Nick's coming in for the pits. And it seems like most others have already gone to the wets or the intermediates. I think, yep, Nick was probably the last taker. Yep, the last taker on softs. So just maybe just rolled those dice just a little bit, held them just a little too long. So again, Jelly with a 14-second lead to Opa. And I think maybe this is where the rear drive, front engine rear drives might have a slight edge, just because under braking, you got more of that weight on the front tires, but it's a little bit more predictable than the mid-engine cars. Maybe I'm wrong. I mean, that's why I've always felt that the mid-engines aren't as predictable in the wet, but I could be wrong. Maybe it's because the weight is more balanced on all four tires, but you have all that weight transferring on the back. They can swing the back end around. You can't really trail brake in the rain in a mid-engine car. You gotta pretty much get all your braking done in a straight line and then try turning. Because if you don't know, tires like to do only one of two things at one time, and that's either brake or turn. And especially in the rain, that's even so turn that up to an extra 200%. They do not like to do two things at once in the rain. Now, there's three things that tires can do. They can accelerate, they can turn, and they can brake. And generally, they can only do one of those two things well. So, as we are now in the, it's pretty much going to be a 40-minute race, and we're 16 minutes in. And first place is extending his lead by a couple seconds now. He's up to almost 16 seconds lead to second place, and second place has almost a 5-second lead to third place. We got a little cluster of cars here. Patel. Try Patel, that sounds better. Yeah, Patel. Followed by Ravi, Tewu, and Sam. Neil doing a stewarding job here, just trying to plug along, get some points for the team. He's and I can say I give Neil a lot of credit, because it seems like every week that he substitutes for somebody. He's in a different car, in a different division, and Neil's a very good driver. He's got a lot of experience, able to pretty much fill the gap very respectably, no matter who he's driving for. Lost. It's at this point, tire wear shouldn't be a concern. These wet tires don't really wear in Gran Turismo 7. Oh no, Neil must have caught the curb or something, flipped himself around. Now can he get back on the track? always find it so difficult to get back on the track. Might have caught too much inside curve and snapped himself around. Back to the front. Yep. Geely's extending his lead. 16, probably almost 17 seconds. It's like right now he's just fighting the clock, and hopefully he doesn't make any errors. Down a lap 10. Opa still maintaining a decent lead to third place. West, decent lead to fourth place. And then we have this gaggle of cars here. The Toyota, BMWs, got all the manufacturers represented. Oh, contact by Sam on Patel. So we're gonna rewind back to the start when we get off the broadcast here. Also trying to catch up. Got some work to do. Jari holding on to 10th, and Neil holding on at 9th. There's Neil in 10th. It's like maybe the intermediate tires aren't that great with this much rain, because you've got pretty well saturated track. I mean, it's not damp, it's not wet. It's pretty well beyond wet. I think maybe the intermediate tires. What is our leader on? Our leader's on intermediate, so maybe it's just experience on the intermediates. Stay on Jillian for a second. Dex had a struggle with the race so far, with first starting on wets, which was very unfortunate. He had a struggle just trying to get back in the race altogether. Scorpion. I don't think this track's going to dry out anytime soon. Oh no. Commentator's curse. Oh no. Back here with Nick. And Cowboy climbing himself, trying to chase Neil down. Try to snatch some points. So here we are, we're just past the halfway mark. Already doing a little drifting up. Sam and they've got a little battle here. Wherever there's a battle in the rain, stuff can happen. Oh no. Like Sam was saying, now you get Jari, get out of the way. Jari, you gotta go. You can't park it there like that. I know you're doing the gentlemanly thing and redressing that. Sam was a little sideways, but that was very nice of him. Let's see if we can catch that. But you need to make sure you get off the track. Oh no, Sam's off again. So at this point, I think Yari, you just need to maybe Sam's tires aren't doing him any favor. His tires are there's no wear on these things, but maybe struggling in the wet conditions. I think right now is when Neil could try to carve his way through here, but struggling with these conditions. It's very tricky in the rain. No, I think Sam's Dell and Taewoo got a nice little battle up here. Or second place actually, I think. Yep. Drift in action there by Wes. A little inside move. Raph. Opa was sitting in second. He must have had a few little issues. Race has kind of gone away from him. Now Jelly's got a 25-second lead to second place. He's basically just disappeared. See how he's doing in the front, just plodding along. So yeah, he's on the intermediate tires and just getting it done with them. Wes is through for second, or he's in second. I think he's already through. Now he's just trying to maintain the second place. So slowly, I think the fifth and sixth place cars are going to make their way up. So it's still getting sorted out with the 15 minutes left in this race. Side of the car to the other side of it. You don't see a whole lot of those NSXs around. Remember when they first came out, I sat in one. It's a Honda dealer, Honda rep had two of them actually. I was in Annapolis, Maryland, hanging out there for the weekend with the wife, and the two of them just sitting there. I was like, wow, that's crazy. And there was these two salespeople or dealer reps or something. They had them. Sat in it. It's a very nice car. I just don't like the fact that it's a hybrid. You know, I just wish it was just straight. You know, straight combustion engine. Hybrid to me is like one of the better ways to bridge the fuel economy needs, but you gotta have a combustion engine. You're really trying to do any kind of long commuting, driving, whatever. My opinion. electric cars have a place. There's a place for electric cars, but I don't think it's I don't think they're that great. Yeah, so well, Kelly's kind of flatlined at the 25-second mark. So just get in there, just putting the laps in, just grinding them out. 12 minutes left. Looking about should be about 5 more laps. Two minute laps now with this rain. The track is slowly drying out, so maybe his lap times will start coming in. Looks like they've been coming down. Going from 2:15s to now 2:09, so it's getting a little bit quicker. So yeah, looks like everybody else is in, dropping about. Oh no, Wes. That looked like he was just going slow. It's a camera angle, first point of view. Down to the double right. To the chute. Like the Opa has gotten past Rav. I think Rav was in third. Get the BMW up there. Looks like everybody's car's got a little damage on it, little scuffs and paint removal. Now we're starting to see a little bit as the track dries out. The tires are starting to show a little bit of wear, but should be. Oh, what's Jelly's in the pits? What's he getting in the pits for? He needed more fuel. Looks like fuel is good. It is going to be a 2-stop strategy. Oh no! So now we got a lead change. West for the lead. We do have some people coming in for pit stops. It's not for tires. It should be just for fuel. Changing their tires, going from wets to softs. That's a gamble there. But I mean, yeah, the track's drying out. It's still going to be a gamble. So you get some of these takers that are going from wet to racing softs. Yep, there's a bunch of people switching from wets to softs. This track's still pretty wet. So yep, Jelly's back to the lead in the soft. So yeah, it must be drying out fairly quickly. Trying that dry line. See what kind of lap times you can put in. Or this is where the practice comes in. Having the race setting, lobby setting, so you know what's going on. And you get the time to practice, so you know what strategy you're going to go with, starting on the softs, going to some type of wet tire, and then back on the softs. I have to add a little bit of fuel, but you've got 10 minutes left, so 10 minutes doing over 2-minute laps, so you do about 5 laps or so. And the way this game is that there's no extra laps. Clock ends, that lap's it. And that lap, when you cross the line on that lap, that's that. Generally had a 20-something second lead, but he was able to capitalize out on his pits. So everybody had to pit. Opa's still on the intermediate tires, which you can probably do decent times with. They're just going to fall off real bad. I don't think he's going to have the pace that Jelly's going to have. Let's see, he's getting ready to... he's got a bit way to go before he does his first flying lap. Stay with him. We'll go Opa. So he's doing 202s on intermediates with no pit stop. So he clawed in that lead. But again, his track is drying out. He kind of needs to find some wet to cool his tires down. And that's what he's doing. He's trying to find the wet line. West behind him, his tires are wearing a little bit quicker. Taewoo also on the wet tires, trying to find the wet line to cool those tires off. Slow the wear. Lost. Trying to find too much of the wet line. And then Rav is also, he's on the soft tires. His times are considerably lower, but looks like all he did was grab tires at no fuel. Cowboy, he's still on the intermediates. Patel, he's rolling with the softs. His times are somewhat better, but he's gotta stay on the line. Neil still rolling with the intermediates. Tire wear's pretty good. And Sam's jumped over to the soft tires, and he's trying to make moves. He needs to get going. Let's get past Neil. Yari, another one of the soft transplants. Nick, who had a lead for a lap, or second place. And Scorpion. Deck's in. Deck with the 3-stop strategy. Looks like maybe Deck has just decided to park it. It's just Jelly again. And he's inside the 2 minutes. So he's to 1:57 was his last lap. It's probably his first proper lap with the soft tires. And he's stretched out a 12-second lead. Hey Dirk, I think only he can answer that question, what he's doing. I think that he had a struggle in the beginning of that. We had the start of the race, Deck must have hit the red button and exited out after qualifying, so we had to again, I kind of forgot some of the things with Gran Turismo lobby hosting, and I had a little bit of a moment where I couldn't remember how to set the grid, and we had some coaching from a few people in the lobby, in the chat, and so we had to set the lobby. Luckily we finished qualifying, but I think finished qualifying, so we were able to save the qualifying grid order and manually input it. And then we had the start, and I think that in Deck's defense, I think he must have been maybe a little panicked or forgot that he was on wet tires. He started on the wet tires, and I think that was the cause of a little bit of a collision at the beginning of the race between Taewoo and Jelly and Deck, and I think Taewoo and Deck took the worst of it, and then Deck had to pit within that lap to put soft tires on. Then the rain came, and then it went away, so his pit strategy has really suffered. So as I go back to the race, just now Jelly at the front with a 20-second lead. It's been just flawless in his after the lap 1, turn 1. But he kind of nade out on it, but I think Taewoo definitely got hurt on that. So he's leading to Opa. Again, Opa's still on the intermediate tires. Going to try to fight these off for another couple minutes till the end, which I think would be an outstanding result. I mean, his tires they're not surviving. But he's trying to find that wet line to try to cool them off to slow the degradation. And Ravi, he's jumped over. He's up to third, which he's on the softs, and he can just go wherever he wants. This little of the track that's wet. So, and then Wes is doing pretty well, but he's also on the intermediate tires. His fuel is not looking good. He might not make it to the end. It's less than an eighth of a tank. And here we have Taewoo in 5th place from pole position, or pole sitter. A little bit of contact in turn 1 on the wet tires. His wet tires are really dying a death. He's probably trying to find the wet line. And then Bedell. He's cruising right along. Soft tires. He was up pretty high, and through pit stop for the soft tires, he should be fine. I'm really concerned with about West. I don't think West is going to make it to the end. He's probably got his stuff on the fuel map 5, trying to save as much fuel as possible. Yeah, so maybe I should just not watch, because that's going to be painful. So 40 minutes battling the weather and everything else, and then to lose it on time fuel. So Jelly is putting in trying to push for the fastest lap, and he's getting down to the low 153s. Yeah, so since his pit to softs, he's gone 57, 56, 54, 53, so he's just getting faster and faster. His final lap here too, so we're going to stay with our leader and then cruise back through the order as they finish. So we already got a finisher with Wes, Betel, Taewoo, Alst in 7th. So we start to see some of these guys again. Like I say, once the time is ended, you do not get an extra lap. It's not like, oh yeah, it's not 40 minutes plus 1. It's 40 minutes, and that's it. You finish. You cross the line when the clock ends. That's where you finish. So stay with the leader here, and he is really pushing for the. So now it's like the worst that he could finish now is 3rd. If he crashed and spun off the track, and the other 2 guys come past him, he'll get 3rd because everybody else is finished. And we didn't have any lappers. Nobody got lapped, I don't believe. I don't think anybody was a lap down on the track. Jelly, our winner. Congratulations. And then it's Rav. So Jelly, well done. And he did not get the fastest lap. Comes Ravinity. I think that's what he's trying to say on his nickname or his handle. So it's soft tires and then soft tires. Congratulations, 2nd place. Or 2nd place. Oh, no way, he goes crazy. And Opa's front left tire is just totally dead, and his fuel is not even, and he's got enough to make it to the finish. Then that was it. So again, well done, Jelly. Clean race. Wow, well done. And yes, so let's look at the results. Jelly, and Ravinity, Opa, Wes, he probably ran out of gas. Really thinking he ran out of gas. Bedell, Taewoo, Race Asylum Ost, Phonius Cowboy, Jari, GLR Neil, The Seal, Serious Sam, Nick, M3 Guy, then Amagora Scorpion in 13th. Deck. And Goldman. How did Goldman not make the finish? I didn't even notice he must have backed out, so I think he made the start. He had to have made the start because he was loaded in the. He was loaded. I did load him, yeah. So yeah. So congratulations to. See, it's doing this unexpected error thing. Doesn't let me. Everybody's welcome. It was. I won't say it's my pleasure in hosting, but I'm glad that I could fill in for Tyson, our normal pro lobby host. So let's go to the replay and save our replay, and we're going to share it also. eDTM Pro Lobby Race 5 Pro eDTM. Okay, so try to get that loaded up. You're welcome, Wes, and well done on your P4 with no gas. I believe you had 0 gas in your car when you crossed the line. Would you? Yeah. Oh, you just made it on fuel. Okay. Yeah. So we're gonna when this finishes sharing, I'm gonna jump into my library and take a look at the start. Because I definitely think that the fact that Deck was on wet tires, he went into his normal braking zone and he had no car. He couldn't stop. So, yeah. Hopefully this loads, so everybody knows. Thank you, Nick. Thanks, Nick. That was a bit of a crazy race. I think the settings were definitely challenging. Well done, Dirk. It was really back and forth, I should say. When you start dry, you get a little bit of rain, and it goes back to dry, and hopefully that's saved. So let's go ahead and exit out. Yeah. Yes, I'm gonna quit the lobby. Quit out. So I think the only thing that I would need to change on that would be the weather settings and track settings and stuff. We're gonna take a quick look at the replay at the start and see how that goes, because I know, yeah, it seemed like there was a little bit of a damage between teams for some of the things that I saw. You get a little bit of contact here and there. You know, sometimes it's hard to turn off the red mist when you're racing, especially at the start. I mean, yeah. Let's exit out of here. And back out of here. Back out of here. Showcase. And my items. Autopolis. Autotopolis. Autopolis. So let's play replay. Okay, so we want to go into chase cam, and that's so we want to go to deck. This deck is where things go sideways for him, and I'm not trying to pick on you, Deck. I'm really not, but let's go. So yes, he starts on wet tires. Play. So I think right here's where everything goes sideways for him, and because he's not going to have all the grip that everybody else has because you have less tire touching the ground. So, and I think he might have realized it at the wrong moment. But go back to. Let's see if we can go back to. Yeah, here we go. Here, I think this is This is OPA actually. Yeah, I think this is OPA. Almost survives, I think. I think he ends up spinning out too, I think. Nope. Somebody else is spun out. Oh, there it is. Yeah. This is Cowboy. Cowboy spins out. Yeah. No, Cowboy's not Cowboy. Cowboy was... Yeah, Cowboy was in the NSX. So yeah, there was something going a little bit further back. Yeah, there's just a lot of sandwich action going on there. Yeah, there was nothing that could really be done there. There's Goldman probably had to knock. He probably had to stop for a reason. He doesn't generally quit, so he must have had to stop for some reason. So I don't know how far he made it, but that's about yeah. See what happens here. I mean, the game does not allow. Yeah, see the game does not allow for close racing. If I have one criticism about this game, and it's probably one of the reasons why I don't play it. When it comes to league racing, I mean, I still do play it. Don't get me wrong. It's still a very good game, but when it comes to trying to race close, other games have it beat big time. You just can't race close with this game because when you think you're right on somebody's bumper, you're actually not. You're actually touching them. So I don't know if there's anything else that anybody wants to. I don't know if there's anything else that anybody wants to see here. I'll give a couple minutes if there's anybody who's watching that was in the race or has any questions about any of the things what was going on. Please just say something in the chat. Otherwise, I'm gonna leave it to the stewards and the reporting. If anybody has anything to report, then we'll just move on with the day. But I appreciate everybody who joined into the DTR channel to watch eDTM Season 5, Race 5, presented by DTR and ROBIO.AI. It is a great season. It is a different challenge with the team aspect of this versus just being a solo event, in Group 3 cars. So I have my suggestions for what could happen next. Hey Richie, what could happen next? Yeah, Richie, when I close out, you can do your usual thing where you upload the thumbnails and whatnot, and I'll remember to log out for my next stream. Will not be on DTR channel, although it might help you with your subscriptions. I'm just kidding. So anyway, again, thanks everybody. If there is nothing else to view, we have viewed the start, and the start was action-packed. So, yeah. So, yeah, that's it. Again, thanks everybody for watching. And we will see you in a couple of weeks. I think it's a bi-weekly race. So I want to say what the schedule is next. Richie, what's next race? It's in 2 weeks, right? It's not. Yeah, it's 2 weeks, and there's goalie. Goalie, don't worry about it, man. Stuff happens, you know. And that's one of the things with being in team race, team events. You know, you do what you can, and when stuff happens, yeah, you apologize to your teammates. That's the gentleman thing to do. When stuff happens, you know. Yamagiwa on the 17th. So yeah, so it's Kyoto Yamagiwa, which is a fast track, very fast track. Yeah, is it the whole track, or is it just the Yamagiwa, not Yamagiwa Mayabi? Because that's a long race. So, but yeah, I know I like Autopolis. This is a really good track. Again, it was bit way overused in GT Sport. God rest its soul. Bit overused, and if you don't know the track, there's no reason to not to, because if you did daily races, you'd know this track pretty well, especially in front-wheel drive cars. So anyway, again, for the 18th time, thanks everybody for watching, and we will see you in a couple weeks. And that's all we have. Again, thanks for watching. Please hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe for future broadcasts. And no matter who may be commentating, enjoy the racing. Again, thanks, guys.